Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Excited to have you all on tonight. Give you guys a couple seconds to roll on in, and I'm going to go live on Instagram. Going live. Good evening, everyone. Tonight is going to be so much fun. I'm just going live on Instagram, and we're going to get started. So much to share. So much to share. Live coaching on mobile home Mondays. Boom. All right. We are live on Instagram as well as on Facebook. So good evening, everyone. I'm just so excited and this weekend was great. We had our mobile home conference, myself and Abdul Shabazz, the mobile home closer. And it was just literally out of this world. I mean, the experience, it was truly an experience. It was not just a conference. For anyone that was there, like you guys understand, that it was really an experience. Hey, Cynthia, I see you on Instagram. So yeah, I see now I can put the faces to a lot of you. A lot of the names that I see on Facebook, it was just really awesome to get to see so many of you guys and hug you guys and just really be able to connect on another level, because we connect on social media, but being able to connect in person was just so great. So yeah, the mobile home conference was just amazing. The information was just so clear, so in depth. Everybody just got it. The energy in the room, guys, y'all's energy was on another level. Like, you guys made the conference what it was. I think everybody that was in the room had such vibrant, phenomenal energy that you guys brought that really just elevated the event to a whole nother place. So I just want to share my gratitude. I'm just so overjoyed with the whole experience and walking the acreage and just really providing people with new visions as far as what's possible with mobile homes and beyond mobile homes, right? We're talking about generational wealth and just really building legacy and having, multiple streams of income and just all types of things at the mobile home conference. So this was not just about mobile homes. Yes, we gave the game in depth on how to wholesale virtually and locally mobile homes, as well as how to flip mobile homes. But again, it was more of an experience. Everybody came in and everybody was wow. So again, just want to thank you all. Hey, Gigi. It was so great seeing your son Ansar. He sat right in the front. He came and was like, look, I came here with a purpose. So that was great. Yeah, they said the conference was a whole vibe. That is a whole fact. And let's not forget the food, y'all. Let's not forget the food, okay? That was so good. I would have paid all of that, just for the food. You know what I'm saying? That was food was hit. So I know that you guys came here tonight for Mobile Home Mondays. We're bringing it back. We're not taking no breaks, no days off, right? I'm still recovering from Saturday. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, woo, it was a lot. But no, again, tonight I want to just bring you guys so much value. I know I shared some information with you guys on, if you were at the conference, I shared with you that I purchased my first mobile home to renovate and rent out. And how the whole Cynthia was the farm was inspiring, the food was fire. Yes. I love it. But yeah, so, I shared with you how I bought my our first mobile home to fix and renovate, and how we had a conversation with the park manager who initially said he didn't sublease, right? That was his thing. I don't sublease, XYZ. And I want you guys to actually hear the conversation of how he transitioned from not subleasing at all to being my partner in crime now, and ready to, for us to come in there, and just gave us his blessings. In fact, it went so far as the seller of the mobile home. So he doesn't own the tenant-owned park, meaning that each mobile home in that park is owned by its own individual. They just pay lot rent to the park manager. Okay, some parks are park-owned, where the park actually owns all the mobile homes. So this one's is a tenant-owned park. So he went so far in telling her that she could not sell it because she showed it to us. We had a conversation with him, built really great rapport with him, and then she showed it to 2 other people later, like the next night. And because this conversation we're all on the phone, so he showed it to her. That she showed it to 2 other people the next night, and he declined. Like, they gave her the same offer, they were ready to go. They met her in person, right? We had met her in person before, but he told her he wouldn't accept them. He wouldn't approve them. He wouldn't accept them. Like, he wanted to go with us at this point. Okay. Oh, y'all are going off in the comment section. I didn't even see this. I love it. I love it. I love it. I want you guys to hear the conversation, right? So that's the purpose of Mobile Home Mondays. This is like the place where you come to ask your questions, get it like really, really, let's dig deep into this. Make sure everything that you need, any questions, anything you're experiencing, come to Mobile Home Mondays every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to ask your questions, and let's get it done. So I want you guys to write comments in the comment section with any of your questions so that we can go through them and get all your questions answered. And then once we kind of go through a few questions or all your questions, then you guys will hear the conversation. So let's get started. Start commenting and letting me know what your questions was. And I see everybody who was at the mobile home conference. You guys are just commenting like how fire it was. It really was. Like, even though it was our conference, like it blew us away. Like it just was so amazing. It was so amazing. So if you missed it, trust and believe you won't. Well, you missed an experience. I can say that. But yeah, so let's see. I have somebody. Okay, this is Jennifer from New York. Jennifer was at the conference. So she was asking, one of the services that I mentioned to utilize is Route XL. So she was asking, how much does it cost? So Route XL is free. Route XL is free 99. It's free up until you want to add more than 20 addresses. Okay, so if you want to put in more than 20 addresses at a time and if you want to create a route from more than 20 addresses at a time, then it begins to cost. And I'm not sure what that cost is because I've never done more than 20 at a time. You're not going to ever, unless, again, once you start growing, but even at that point, you're still having one individual at a time, like putting out. So you're creating one route for each individual. You should never be giving anybody more than 20 places to stop in one route ever. So don't even worry about that. Okay. When downloading the spreadsheets created and lists from ListSource, do we put the location on the shopping locations near the addresses? Yes. Okay. So if you can add that. So she's asking about when you're creating your route, you guys should be making a list of your parks, right? Making a list of all your mobile home parks. And in addition to that, you should be making a list of your stores that we talked about. And those stores, she's asking, did you just add that in? Yeah, just add it in. But if you want to, of course, start with your parks. So you want to start with your parks and then add it in from there. Okay, start adding your stores in from there. Get through all your routes, all your locations, and then you can start again. Okay. Good questions though, Jennifer. And first of all, Jennifer, shout out to you, girl, for coming to the conference in Atlanta all the way from New York. Okay, so Jennifer is one of my old students, and she sat in the front table too. It happened to be a whole bunch of New Yorkers sitting at that table. That was an accident, but yes. I love it. I'm trying to see this where this live thing is. on my page so I can see who's asking the questions because it doesn't show me. What's up, everybody on Instagram? Let me make sure. Let me just refresh this. I want to make sure I'm live in the group. That is majorly important. Okay, here we go. Cool. Oh, okay. Yes, Jennifer, girl. Okay, so Jennifer is asking now, what about your lists you pull from ListSource? What about it, love? What about the list? Hey, Michael from Maryland. How are you? Jennifer. Oh, yeah. All the New Yorkers are up in here. Y'all gonna be playing. I love it. I love it. I love it. So come on, bring your questions. Bring your questions. Bring your questions. She is still going. Yes, I'm still going. Yes, the food was like took a plate home with me. I was like, yes. All right, so I'm gonna pull. We had a couple questions. Let me see. I had a couple questions that were pre-sent in. So I'm just gonna pull those up real quick. But you guys continue to post your questions that you have, anything regarding mobile homes. I know that you guys are trying to get it done. So let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. What's up, Mr. 77 Snapshots? Abe Rise Houses. Queen Nat to you. I love it. I love it. I love it. Jennifer said it was so divine. It really was. Honestly, the mobile home conference felt kind of spiritual. Like it was kind of spiritual. Like it was a whole situation. Like it's really hard to explain and try to like really make you guys understand the experience. Like you really had to be there. And I'm not just saying that, like for real. You really had to be there. Jessica, hey, she said, it was so nice to meet you. I know, I'm like, we've been working together for a long time and it's just so beautiful to get to hug you. It was great. Okay, so Jennifer asked, who gets access using Simple Crew? The person who is putting down the banner signs. Yes. So when you use Simple Crew, you're going to create like a little folder essentially for your contractor. So you're going to invite your contractor and you're going to put their email address in. They'll get, an alert to download the app and log in, to your account. And that's where they can upload their pictures. Like, so your accounts will be synced. When they upload the pictures, they go straight into your project. And now you can just see exactly, you see a picture of the sign and then you also see the location. It gives a GPS location of where they put the sign. Okay, so Simple Crew is it's just a phenomenal tool to utilize. Jennifer is on fire. She asking all the questions tonight. I love it. Do you upload it from do you load it up Route Excel the same way? I don't know what you mean by that. Do you load it up Route Excel the same way? So I'm just going to tell you how to do it because I'm not sure exactly what your question is. So in Route Excel, right, you're going to have your Excel sheet with the list of your parks and all that good stuff, right? You're going to copy that list and simply copy and paste it into the part where it says import. Like you can import, but it's not going to be an import, and it's not going to be an import where you upload a file. You're just going to press import, and then a little white box is going to pop up, and you're going to just paste. So you're going to copy and paste, and then press create route, and that's it. That's it. And then the route, and then you want to, at the bottom left, it'll say find route, and then that's when it's going to give you the whole route, where to start and where to end. All right. You're asking about ListSource. Just write your question out fully because I'm not sure what you're asking. When you say ListSource, I'm not sure exactly what you're saying. So just write the question fully out regarding ListSource. Okay. So while she is writing that question out, again, guys, this is your opportunity. This is free live coaching. There's no reason that you guys are on here and not posting any questions. What are your questions? What do you need help with? Where are you at? What have you done this week? Let's go. Like, what have sellers said to you, and you're trying to figure out how to rebut their responses, like everything. Gigi says, hi, everyone. The conference was a whole vibe. Someone says it was awesome. Gigi's son loved it. She's still going. It's real. I love it. I love it. What about Jennifer said it was it was divine. All right, I'm gonna pull up these questions then, and then we're gonna listen to this phone conversation. If y'all don't have no other questions, we can listen. We're gonna listen to this phone conversation, and trust and believe you guys are going to get something from this phone conversation. Veronica said hello from Long Beach. Hey, Veronica, nice to have you. Nice to have you. Nice to have you. All right, so I'm gonna start preparing. Hey, Jared, nice to have you. I'm gonna start preparing for you guys to listen into this call, because this call was awesome. It's just so funny how people are, man. He's like, no. And then he's like, all right, cool. Okay, so somebody asked me a question before, and they asked, should I pay to have a mobile home cleaned out before wholesaling it, right? So they're saying they have a deal. It's a junky deal. Should they clean it out before wholesaling it? Okay. And the answer truly is, it depends. For one, I would suggest more so cleaning it out if you are doing a quick flip, meaning if you're actually purchasing the property yourself, like you're putting the money up, you're getting the title, and your intention is to immediately resell it without doing any renovations or anything like that. I would absolutely clean it out, because at least because the items are cleared out, right? It's the same property, needs the same renovations, but the fact that the property is cleared out, the new buyers are able to have like a better visual of what they can do. And when you kind of go in and you see all that junk, it clouds your mind of the possibilities, and it also creates an idea of like that there's probably more renovations than there really are. Right. So if you see all this clutter, you might think like, I wonder what's under that couch, or, are there rodents, or, things like that, versus it just being a clean slate for somebody to come in and say, okay, this is what I can do. This is what I see, and let's get it done. Right. And you oftentimes can get more money if you do clean it out. But again, I really recommend that more when you're doing a quick flip, because if you're wholesaling it, again, your money is not into the project, right? Your name is not going on the title. And you're essentially, unless you've been in the game and you've kind of wholesaled a few first, and you're very confident on your price and you're very confident on your ability to sell the property, then I would recommend not doing that on your first couple rounds, on your first couple deals, because you just want to make sure that the whole idea and purpose of wholesaling really is for you not to put your money into the transaction, but simply to get your money, get money from the transaction. So I would not recommend that on your first couple wholesales. I recommend getting into it, understanding the pricing, understanding and making sure that you have a solid buyers list and buyers that are ready and prepared to purchase. But as you're getting more into the game, it could absolutely be something that could be beneficial. Okay. And remember, a clean out is anywhere. It's typically maybe around $500. You can even get it as low as like $300. Just really depending on if you want to use like a junk service, or if you just want to, pay some guys on the block to come and just get everything out of the property. Okay. Hey, Sam. Who else we got on here? J Bachelor 23 on Instagram. Hello, everyone. All right. Somebody said, when building a buyer's list, is it more about networking? Okay, so networking is very important regardless. Like when it comes to selling, when it comes to, finding sellers, finding buyers, finding deals at large, networking is huge, okay? But specifically finding buyers, I think it's networking is more important to find buyers if you're looking to connect with more investors. Okay, so if your objective is just to sell the deal, whether it's the end buyer or an investor, networking definitely always plays a role in it, but you can do these transactions without having, a significant network, or have been networking for months at a time to really build a solid list. You can just post your deal and start getting buyers right away. So networking is essential, but it's not a requirement in the sense of like you can't get the job done if you're not out there networking to find buyers. No, you just need to simply, get a good deal and the buyers shall come. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna come back to Facebook, see if we got any questions. Jasmine, it was so nice meeting you. You too. Somebody said, hi, Miss Daphne. It was a pleasure meeting you as well. I'm so glad to came over and talked with you. I really enjoyed our conversation. So yeah, my mom was there, y'all. And everybody loved her. And my wonderful, wonderful husband. It was just amazing. The whole event. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm trying not to talk about it too much. I know everybody else in here is like, look, we ain't come here to be hearing about the conference all day, but like, y'all, it was amazing. Let's see. All right, so who gets access? Okay, we already addressed that question. All right, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna listen into this phone conversation to hear this man tell me that he was not going to sublease, and then he changes his mind. Are y'all ready? Give me some thumbs up, guys, if y'all are ready to hear this conversation and just the transition from him again saying he does not want to sublease to then be literally being my partner and like just loving me and just not even allowing the seller to sell it to anybody else. Give me some thumbs up. Let me know you're ready. Let me know you're ready. Let me know you're ready. Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So let's listen to this conversation. I'm not going to play the whole conversation, but you're going to literally hear everything. Okay. So.
Hello? It's Jasmine? Yes. It's Dave Windsor. You called me about Randy's home? Yes. How you doing, David? All right. You? I'm doing fantastic. I don't sublease homes. I don't know. I have a lot of trouble when I try to do that. Oh, really? What kind of family do you plan on? I'm sorry, your phone broke up there. Say it again. I said, what kind of family you plan on putting in there? Yeah, so what we do.
Okay, so y'all hear him say in the beginning that he don't sublease. That's against his rules, right? So and now he started to ask me, what kind of family you plan on putting in there, right? So him just saying that in and of itself already let me know that there was wiggle room in there, right? So he first, I don't sublease. That's against my rules. But what kind of family you plan to put in there? So I knew right there that there was like an opportunity for me to like go all in. So just let's continue listening to this conversation.
I mean, we have a process by which we qualify our tenants that are coming in. We actually work with a couple park owners, so we're quite a few park owners, and we're looking for families. We're looking for, obviously you're having a good income. We do a background check. We would do every single thing, anything you would, require or be looking for, probably a little bit more, even just to make sure that, one, they're taking care of the property, paying all that good stuff. But either way, of course, we would be taking care of the lot rent. But
okay, so I think I went off of Instagram. Sorry, Instagram. Sorry, my fault. Okay, so I don't think y'all Instagram. You might not have heard the last little part, but he just asked me what kind of family, and I just told him, hey, I'm looking to put somebody in there that's going to, meet your regulations and probably even higher than what you are expecting. But at the end of the day, we are going to be, taking care of your lot rent. We're looking for some good families to come in there, right? So I really try to address questions that I felt that he might have had. He had problems. Like, I'm thinking to myself, what could these kind of problems be, right? So I let him know, look, we're going to get people that are qualified, maybe even exceed your qualifications, and that are going to pay. But at the end of the day, Mr. David, we are going to make sure your lot rent is paid regardless, right? So let's listen to the rest of the conversation and just really see how, there's still a little bit of a window of an opportunity, but like now he's going to go all the way to wanting and being really excited about working with us. So let me see what the next 347, 441, 347.
Yeah.
I just told Brandon that, I got a rule against it.
I got a rule against it. Okay. So he got a rule against subleasing. Did y'all get that? He has a rule against subleasing.
Because I had one guy back there I thought he was going to live here, and then he turned around and he put his brother and a couple other people in it.
Yeah, that's why I always like to be honest. I always like to be honest and upfront, what our intentions are. I don't want to, if that's not what you're looking for, it's great. We can part ways, but I'm always honest and transparent and, want to just be forthcoming with you.
Well, I tried to call Brandy back and tell her we'd consider it if you want to try to do a deal with her. Now, I met a guy the other day that's got 43. He works on 43 homes on Sweden Creek, and a guy gets $1,000 a piece for them.
Okay, so he literally just went from telling me, I have a rule, like in this one little section of the conversation, I have a rule against subleasing, right? Then he went into explaining to me the real deal. Like he had a bad experience. He had someone that came in there that lied to him, said that they were going to be renting it, and then subleased it out to their brother. Okay, so the trouble wasn't like the fact that it was subleased. The person lied to him, right? So of course, I immediately addressed that and saying, that's why I'm coming to you. I want to be completely transparent and straightforward with you, right? So that if it doesn't work, hey, we can part ways. But if it does, let's do it, right? And he was like, yeah, right? Like that's all he was looking for, truthfully, was just somebody that's coming in and being honest. That was it. Somebody that was coming in and being honest and being forthcoming with what their intentions were or are with his property. So as soon as he realized, okay, hey, she's coming straight up and telling me, it's not like I'm trying to finagle my way in or I'm lying. I'm telling him straight up, I'm looking to sublease. This is what I'm looking to do. And I want to be honest with you. If it doesn't work, we can part ways. If it does, let's do it. Right. And just the simple fact of me sharing with him my true intentions, he completely changed his mind. And now you hear him telling me how much I can get for rent. Okay. So he's going so far as to, hey, I met a maintenance guy at a park down the road, and he's saying that he's getting $1,000. And so we go into this whole conversation about pricing and what he thinks I can get the property, rented for. And I'm asking him, does he think I can get higher if I do, certain little things? But just, isn't that amazing? Like just literally, you just told me that you had a rule against it. So a couple seconds later, just from me sharing, I'm being honest, to now you're saying, hey, you can get $1,000 for that thing. Okay. And I want you guys to hear just the last part of the conversation to see like how, like, we're really like, we are partners now. Like, that's my guy. Okay. So I want you guys just to hear this last part. 708. 708.
I'm back, Carter.
So sorry she had to go. Right.
Who you rent to, you just let them know they gotta do what I say when they come in here. And I got a copy of the rooms that you can give them.
Okay.
The main thing, be quiet so other people can rest.
Right. Right. Exactly. And if it was, whatever it is, David, you and I will be, we're a team, so if there's anything you need, if you want to meet them and feel comfortable, like whatever it is, that.
And I really love the cash now.
Okay.
If you want you can let them pay me the rent. I mean, just tell them they gotta pay me the lot rent. I've got another one that does that, and then they know they gotta answer to me too.
Right.
Boom. Okay. So now he's giving me instructions on how to have the tenants, transact. Look, tell them I want cash. Okay. Tell them that they can pay me have them pay the lot rent. Like he helping me out. Have them pay the lot rent directly to me so that they know. See, his thing was he wanted to be involved, right? He wants them to pay the portion of the lot rent directly to him so that he can be involved. They know that they have to answer to him as well. And like he's part of the transaction, because he doesn't want it to be just like me, just me and my husband, corresponding with the tenant, and they don't feel that they have to answer or they have any obligation to him. So he wants to be part of the transaction as well, which totally, let's do it, right? So he's giving me the rundown of how we can make this work. Okay, so again, we wrap this conversation up in about the next minute. There's 1 minute left, but we wrap the conversation up. And yeah, like it just was amazing, right? Like how, again, at the beginning of this conversation, he called me to tell me, hey, I spoke with, XYZ. I let her know we don't sublease. Okay. To what kind of people are you gonna hear, right? That's when I literally knew it was a little window of opportunity. Even if he didn't say that, I still would have asked why, but he kind of gave me a little bit of wiggle room just to listen. Boom, then he shares with me that he had an experience where the person lied, and I immediately interjected and let him know, oh man, that's why we're being honest with you. And immediately he was okay. Like, you're right. You are being honest. You are being real. You're letting me know what it is up front. Let's do it. So now telling me how much rent I can get and how to, how to make this whole thing work and even make it easier for myself. Have them pay the lot rent. Okay. Look. Okay. So it's just really, really, really awesome in this 8-minute conversation for it to transition so quickly, for somebody not being interested in working with you, or not even particularly with you, but being interested in working with the type of scenario in which you are presenting to them, right? To then, being on your team. And one really, really, really key note that I want to share is I was talking to the seller, right? And I was asking her for the park owner's information, and she was kind of hesitant giving it to me. So she was like, I'm going to call him. I'm going to let him know that you're going to call him. I'm like, okay, great. So she texts me back and is like, hey, David doesn't sublease. And I'm like, okay. But could I get his number? Could I get his number? So she gave me his number. And he actually, I was gonna call him right away, but somehow like he just ended up calling me. I guess we both were talking to her right after they had just off the phone. So any other person, right, a lot of times will just be like, okay, seller said he won't sublease, okay, and just call it quits at that point. But no, let me get the park manager's contact information. Let me talk to him myself, right? So she texts me like it's a done deal. He won't XYZ. And 8 minutes later, I called her back. Hey, we can do this thing. David's going to call you to confirm. And then she's like, yep, he confirmed. Let's do it. That simple. And then to go as far as even though she, we had this whole conversation and everything was a done deal, we're supposed to be meeting her the next day. She showed it to 2 other people earlier the day, and they offered her the exact same amount that we paid, exact same amount. And it came with the cash, but he would not approve them because he had a conversation with me. So yeah, like it just goes to show how just, being, not being scared to, express and being honest in what you're trying to do, for one, and then 2, like not taking no for an answer. Okay. And just, like I said, just going for it, asking the why question, digging deeper, letting people talk and share their experience, and then bring in the solution and how you're going to address, like make sure that they don't have that type of experience again. And of course, you don't want to overpromise. I didn't say anything to him that was like over the top, Look, I'm gonna make sure your lot rent is paid, and I'm gonna do my best to qualify these people to make sure that they're not gonna come in and do anything out of pocket. At the end of the day, these are my tenants too. I also want them to be good qualified tenants that are upstanding citizens. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So guys, this is how you literally have these conversations with park managers. So these are live conversations, real conversations from my call log. And literally you just get the opportunity to hear real conversations that I'm having with sellers, park managers, buyers, the whole nine. So let me know if you guys have any question. Gigi is like, this is great. This is great how it all turned around just from being honest. Yes, y'all. Yes. Love this. Love this. Yes. 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 I love it. My girl, Lisa. Hey, I love y'all. I love all y'all. Lisa's like, I didn't get a chance to say goodbye on Saturday. It was so nice to meet you and so proud of our girl. Oh, thank you so much, girl. I love being in your presence. I love that you were there. It was an amazing experience. And it just was mind blowing. It was just so awesome. It was so awesome. That was awesome. Thank y'all guys on Instagram. So let me know, guys. Let me know if you have any other questions. Again, the Mobile Home Mondays, this is your opportunity to get live free coaching on mobile homes. Ask any questions. We're going to get it done. Bring your questions, or you can pre-submit your questions for Mobile Home Mondays. You can bring deals. You can bring whatever you need. Like, this is your space to get free coaching from your girl, to be able to go out and make it happen. And all the people that were at the conference, okay, I'm looking forward to some deals closing real soon. I'm looking forward to some action being taken. I'm looking forward to a lot from y'all. Because look, we showed y'all so much. Mobile homes and beyond, okay? Mobile homes and beyond. Okay, here we go. We got a question. Long question, my girl, GG. I have a question again. And my son and I have a bird dog that brings us leads. She brought us a lead. When I called the lead, I found out that it came from Facebook Marketplace. When I called the person, they said they might want us to take over marketing their mobile home. My question is, do we ask her to remove her ad from Facebook Marketplace and we put ours up and we reduce the price that she has on there, because she had it for $40,000 and it hasn't sold? I'm guessing you're saying. So let me ask you, I wish I could bring you on here, Gigi, so we can just talk. And guys, you can actually join. If you're on Instagram, you can request to join, and we can join and ask questions. And then if you are on Facebook, I can send you the link. Actually, I could put the link right in the comment section. So if anybody wanted to join live, you could. Okay. So I'm gonna pull this question down. So Gigi, it sounds to me like you're saying that you're gonna be helping her market her deal. Okay. So if you are saying that you're helping market, I'm trying to figure out exactly what is it that you're saying. Okay. Yeah, come on live, girl. She said she gonna come on live. Let's do it. I will listen up to the replay. This is what I needed to hear. Scenarios in action, right? That's what I'm saying. This is the real deal. Like, let's go. Let's go, go, go. Like, let's hear it. Hear it live. You hear, I mean, this ain't no, it's the real deal. Okay. If something go wrong, you're gonna hear it. If something go right, you're gonna hear it. Gonna hear all of it. There's one part of the conversation I definitely had to skip. Now my man was going way, 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 way off about what, who he wanted in his park, what type of people he wanted in his park. I was like, oh my God. At the end of the day, we made it all. How do I come in live? Click the link that I just, let me see. I'm gonna post the link again in the comment section. All right, so I added a link in the comment section. So click the link and you should be able to join me live. I added a link. So same thing to you guys on Instagram. If you want to join me live to ask questions, you can. If you want to just post your questions, you can. But Instagram, y'all should be asking questions. Don't be just sitting here looking at my beautiful face. What is going on? Lady Jen Cox.realtor. Hey girl, how are you? Urban Coast Real Estate, how are you? We are over here. We literally just heard me do a live call, or you guys heard a live call with me speaking with the park manager and getting him literally from the point where he said he was not going to be doing no subleasing to agreeing totally to subleasing and even helping and wanting to help us, telling us how much we can charge. Like he's our buddy now. He's our buddy now. So it's just awesome. Awesome. All right. So while Gigi tries to get on, she wants to join me live on the conversation. I don't know why you can't find the link, girl. So since you can't find a link right now, it's in the comment section. Look in the comment section. I put a link. It's like a StreamYard.com link. But you asked, the question that you asked was you're telling a seller that you're helping market their deal, right? So I would more so express to the seller that you like the way that we approach our mobile home, leads is simply sharing with them that we help families find mobile homes, right? We help families find mobile homes. And the thing is, that's pretty much that's our end, right? And when we do that, then we, let them know we're going to be pushing this out to our, our prospects. And, we'll set up a date when we have the right ones that are interested. Boom, 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 boom. So if you're telling her that you're marketing it and you're planning to just like market it on Facebook, even though she has it on Facebook, I have done that where if they had it up, I wouldn't ask them to put it down. The reason I wouldn't ask them to put it down because I don't want them to feel like, sometimes they feel like, well, I don't want to put mine down because if you don't come through, right? Because sometimes there's this fear of like, well, what if you don't come through? Then I'm going to be stuck and I'm going to have to, so if it doesn't come through, or excuse me, if you plan on putting it on Facebook as well, put it on Facebook. I'm sure you're going to have it in probably some other groups that they don't have it on, even if it's just in Facebook Marketplace. Because, they usually only have it in Facebook Marketplace. So then you can add it to your other groups, right? And on top of that, I would typically like change their first picture. You don't want to have like the first picture being the same as their first picture so that it doesn't, if people are scrolling through, they don't see the same, two properties with the same price. And then after that, yeah, just list that thing. And at the end of the day, if somebody sees that you listed the same property for $5,000, let's just say figuratively, and she has it listed for $25,000, who you think they're gonna call? Okay, they're definitely gonna call your number because you have it listed for way, way, way less. There might be some people, I've had this experience where people saw that, we have posted it and other people or another, this only really happened once. But they saw that we had posted it and the seller had posted as well. So then, the buyer had some questions, just trying to make sure and confirm that it wasn't like a scam or something like that. So, of course, we just confirmed everything with them. They got an opportunity to meet with the seller. They came to the property and everything was good. So yeah, I hope that was answered your question, Gigi. So just, if it didn't, like, just let me know. Hey, Lachey. Hello. Love it. Hey, Steph Barone. Hey, Steph, Queen. Hey, Queen Shay, Queen Ash. With love, Lexi XO. Hello to you all on Instagram. Okay, so somebody asked, I work a W-2. I'm not able to answer the calls during the mornings. Can answer lunch break and after 3 p.m. What do you recommend? Don't want to miss calls. Any answering service with a live person. I currently use CallRail. Okay, great question. And let me see. I want to see who asked that question. I feel like I know, but I want to just double check. But anyway, to answer your question, what you can do, if you're able to text, because what I'll do if I can't answer, or that's Jennifer. I thought it was you, Jennifer. Okay, great. So Jennifer asked this question. So Jennifer, if you can't answer the phone like during the 9 to 5, before 12 or whatever, 1, 3, what I would do is I would text them to say, hey, I see your call. We'll give you a call back at, unfortunately we're busy at the moment. Give you a call back at 3. So you can acknowledge the person's call and inform them, let them know to expect a call back from you at a particular time. So that's one solution that you can do. If you can't answer at that time. You can have an appointment setter, like a virtual assistant that will answer the phone for you. Get certain questions for you, such as, the year, XYZ, get all the data points that you need, and then inform them that I'm going to send this over to my supervisor or whatever. And we'll get back to you with like an offer. If you want to do that, you can also do it that way, So if you want to use like a virtual assistant, service, I can just send me like a DM, because I'm actually working on a partnership with a virtual wholesaling, a virtual assistant company. So they're this lady, Maria, who, if you've been working, following for some time, you've definitely heard Maria's name come out my mouth quite a bit. So I've been utilizing VAs hired by her. My students have utilized VAs hired by her. She's really, really great. So, we're just kind of in the works on a few things to be able to provide virtual assistants for you. But in the meantime, I can provide you with her contact information. And you just go ahead and, reach out to her, let her know I sent you, because she'll give you a discounted rate. And then you just go from there. Okay, so you can have them. But with that being said, you would need to have the questions that you want to answer. You would need to have everything. So when your VA answers the phone, that they have the right information, the right questions to ask. Okay, so that's very, very, very important. All righty. Let's see. With love, XO, say hello. Hey, girl. Lady Jen Cox, realtor, says, I'm new at this. How do I get started with purchasing and or selling homes? So we are really primarily focused on mobile homes right now. I guess that's like kind of the top topic that we're discussing is mobile homes, wholesaling, flipping, whatever it is that you're looking to kind of get into in the mobile home game. So I guess the first thing would just be kind of, get some information, kind of learn about a little bit more about it. I would definitely recommend like joining our group, Mobile Home Investing for Newbies, on Facebook. You can kind of reach out and, just reach out to me directly. I'd be happy to, kind of give you some starting points. But I would say if you're already knowledgeable, like if you have a base for mobile homes and mobile home investing, and just, you have a general idea, I would say the best thing to do is just literally start marketing. Like just start marketing. And that can consist of, you know, a couple different things, whether you're trying to do bandit signs or you're doing like direct mail. But it really, I would say first, you want to know what your exit strategy is. Are you wholesaling? Are you flipping? Are you, you know, what are your intentions? And why? And then boom, and then launch. But at the end of the day, no matter what you're doing, you're going to have to market. You're going to have to find good deals. So you can really, really just focus on beginning to start marketing to sellers and start getting some calls, some prospects, start, you know, having that conversation, start, you know, asking, you know, the right questions, and just boom. So even if it's not something that makes sense for you, you can wholesale that thing right out, girl. Okay. Queen Ash is like, thanks. Great information. Can you flip and wholesale? Absolutely. So, you know, we actually just had a conference, the mobile home conference, that we literally just had this past Saturday, which was a grand slam event. But we went over wholesaling and flipping mobile homes. We actually touched on a few other things about virtually wholesaling, quick flips. So yes, you can flip and wholesale mobile homes. And it's actually, I have been on both sides. I've been on the residential and the mobile homes. And I can tell you that the mobile homes is so much easier, faster, simpler, quicker, everything. So if you're considering that, Queen Ash, I want to strongly recommend and like just encourage you to move forward with it, because it's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. Jasmine, that was amazing. Thank you. You also told him how well you vet your tenants. Absolutely. That also helped warm him up to you. You got it, Kelly girl. You got it. So yeah, this was a great conversation, and we really built a really good relationship. Like, he was so excited when I bought it. He called me right after. I'm like, you know, did you guys close the deal? Like, he's awesome. I love it. So Gigi said that was helpful. Awesome. She said she's also interested in the VA services. Yeah, definitely stay tuned with that. Like I said, we have a call on Wednesday to talk more about that. But stay tuned. All right. Urban Coast Real Estate. Could you give an example of the verbiage you would use on marketing piece, like a flyer? Oh yeah, like for a flyer or a mailer. Absolutely. So if I do my direct mail, typically I'm sending out a postcard. Like, my postcard is just, and it's a yellow postcard, you know, that looks like it's handwritten. It's not handwritten. It's printed from a company that I use, but the company's, the way that they do it makes it look handwritten. Okay, so it's very simple, and I just simply express, you know, hey, John. I like to put like names. Hey, John, you know, I'm interested in buying your mobile home at X. Please give me a call at X. And then something on the side saying like, we pay cash in days. That's it. That is it. Okay, so that is literally what I write on my mailers, and it gets them every time. Girl. So thanks so much for that question. That was great. I got a question on Facebook. Any recommendation on how or who to set up the CRM and Podio for mobile home investing? So I have literally a whole system. It's already set up as far as like the right questions, like what order to put the questions in, because for me, it's really important to have the CRM set up in a way that when I'm having a phone conversation, if I forget a question, like everything is right there, because I kind of utilize that during my like, I'm scrolling through that and like putting information during my call, so that if I forgot something, oh man, I forgot to ask the year, right? Like, it's right there for me. So so I have that all like set up. So yeah, I mean, I just give that to my students. I just give it to them, you know, and so you can set it up. But that's really it. It's pretty, you know, it's pretty basic, pretty simple. But it can be, if you're not familiar with Podio, it can be like, oh my goodness, what do I do? Because it's like a blank slate, and you have to create it out. You have to build it out. But yeah, but I do have it already built out in like templates and everything for my students. So if you're either interested in, coaching, of course, like for you to get that sheet, because it's not something that I can provide on a live. It's like I have to actually send it to you. Or if you want to do like a consultation and I can, provide it to you, something like that, so that I can get it to you, because I can't do it over the computer on live. Any other questions? Great. Y'all came out with the questions. That is lovely. So I'm so glad that you guys came to Mobile Home Mondays, every single Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where again, you have the opportunity to come to ask questions. Oh, that was Shay. Hey, Shay. I can't see it on the, when I'm on StreamYard, I have to like come back over to Facebook to see who asked the question. So yes, Shay. So just send me like a message or something on Facebook, and we'll set something up. So y'all came out again. Mobile Home Mondays, every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's really, like I said, an opportunity for you to ask questions, get live coaching, get your questions answered. If you have a deal, you want to analyze it, you want to do something, this is the opportunity for you to get that done. And oftentimes I will let you guys listen in or kind of hear or feel or get an experience of some sort on what I'm doing and how I'm doing it in a real way, so that you can like take it and like really, really implement it. So that's the whole point of Mobile Home Monday. So make sure you guys share about Mobile Home Mondays. Let everybody and their mama know. And don't be afraid. I know some people are like, what? I don't want to share that I'm interested in mobile homes because people, have their opinions. But look, you got to be the pioneer sometimes. You can't always, be following, let these people know this is what I'm doing and this is where it's at. So if you're not with it, get with it. Okay. Mobile Home Mondays. That's right. Instagram. Let's see. I think we have one more question on Instagram. What is your resource? Oh, let's go back. What is your resource for owner names of mobile homes? List source. I like list source. Good question. Urban Coast Real Estate. That's list source. Thank you for your support and guidance. You are so welcome. Okay, this is the last question I'm gonna take. Urban Coast Real Estate posted in the questions section. When you are acquiring property for the resale purpose, are you offering the seller an EMD while you put the property under contract and are looking for an end buyer? Okay, so typically I'm not putting an EMD down if I am wholesaling it. If I'm wholesaling it, meaning I am getting it under contract and then I am going to find a buyer, right? I am typically 99% of the time not providing a deposit. Okay. Now if I'm going to do a quick flip, then I definitely am going to provide a deposit. If it's a deal that's like so like smoking hot, and I'm like, I just want to really secure this deal and like make sure that, nothing happens, then I will, I will consider a deposit if I have to. But a lot of times just signing that contract with them is kind of seals the deal. They kind of feel like the deal is done. I assure them that the deal is done in most cases because I am confident in the pricing that I am offering them, and I know that I can get it resold. Okay, so yes, great question. Mr. 77 Snapshot said, what is the Facebook page again? I'm gonna write it. It's Mobile Home Investing for Newbies. That's the Facebook group. Mobile Home Investing for Newbies. Boom. Mobile Home Investing for Newbies. Love it. Love it. All right. So let's see. I know I said that was the last question, but now y'all rolling in with all the questions. Toward the end now, y'all like, hold on. This live end. So Queen Ash said, how long do you sit on a mobile home before you let it go? Okay, so my assumption is that you're saying if I'm wholesaling a deal and I haven't been able to find a buyer, how long will I drag that out before I just tell the seller, hey seller, we weren't able to get this deal done, sorry, and move on. The longest that we've held on to a deal was a month. So in our contract, we will put a month. In the contract, we give ourselves 30 days to find a buyer. Typically, we're finding the buyer within the first week. But we've had 2 deals that for some reason, like, they just took forever to sell. And like to this day, we really don't know why. Like we like, because like, okay, was it the location? But it's like, it's where everything else is like, was it? I really don't know. We really don't know, which is odd because typically we can realize, okay, boom, we had this property. It took us a week, but we got it. We listed it for this. We got it at this. Okay, that makes sense because X, Y, Z. And then we are able to adjust and make better offers as we go along. Because at the end of the day, you're constantly learning. But yeah, about 30 days is, and then I'm just gonna let it go. Typically. Okay. But before I just let it go, I will try to renegotiate with the seller first and say, hey seller, I know we're trying to get it at X, but we're not finding, we're not getting any, anybody that's interested. We're getting some people that are interested in X, right, price. So by that point, you should have had some offers come in, even if the offer is at like a lower price. That can give you some data to go back to the seller and try to renegotiate. Okay. So that was a great question. Yeah, I think that is it. Awesome. Well, guys, I sincerely appreciate you guys joining me tonight for Mobile Home Mondays. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next week. Mobile Home Mondays. Yeah, let's keep rocking it and let me know what you want to hear. Like if there's something that you want me to, talk about or hear, a particular topic, let me know so that I can make sure I'm bringing you guys exactly what you want and what you need. Okay. And again, I have to thank everybody who came to the mobile home conference. I have to shout out and give, thanks to our co-host, Abdul Shabazz. It was just really an amazing experience. Like I said, it was really spiritual. Like, it's funny, but I'm being so serious. If you were there, if you wasn't, I'm so sorry, but it's okay. Maybe there'll be another opportunity for you. But that first one is definitely going to be in the books forever. Okay. Forever. Cause that was just amazing. So yeah. Well, I love y'all and, see y'all soon. Peace out, Instagram. All right. Facebook. Love y'all and talk to y'all soon. Peace out.